Let's just remember previous experience. Storm Series, Xenoverses, One's Justice, and especially Burning Blood and J-Stars, because these games were developed by Spike, same as Jump Force, and once you do that, you'll realize that most of the problems that those games had culminated in this one. At least as far as the beta goes. Maybe they'll change everything in those 12 days that are left for the Ultimate Edition to get released. But anyway, let's get straight to the point. Remember that mechanic called Flash Counter in Burning Blood? Which is essentially you mash while you're getting comboed, and at some point you can reverse combo your opponent simply because you mashed hard enough. I guess the idea was that, oh, but they're going to practice the timing and be all, I'm matchup knowledgeable, but in the training mode they don't allow you to use the record function to specifically practice it. And also the problem of the input delay and the connection in general, you can't see connection in this game. So the only thing you can really do is mash and hope for the best. Maybe in Jump Force they will have the recording function, but that will be the first anime 3D fighting game that I have ever seen recording function in the training mode in. Okay, back to the Flash Counter. The same mechanic is here. It's called High Speed Counters. It was a game killer in Burning Blood, and it's not looking good here because you already have an escape mechanic. Which is flawed too, because when your opponent doesn't escape, your only way to sure cut him is to perform a chase. But whenever you perform a chase, some characters are so fast that they start attacking, and that attack beats your chase. So your next thought is, oh shit, then I'm not gonna chase because I can't react to it, and I'm gonna do something else. But whenever you don't chase, you're stuck in the swift position and you can get punished. It's funny because on block, if you're attacking somebody, you have an option to vanish to the sides or back, but if you're whiffing, you can't do this. So your only option is to go forward by cancelling animation into either an armor move or a special, but if you do a special, they can do a special back, and then you're screwed anyway. And oh, since I brought up the specials, remember how in every single 3D fighting game that I mentioned earlier, the big problem was that opponents were spamming moves, the special moves, that tilted everyone? Well, in this game they decided, you know what, let's make it easier for them, and they made those special moves armored. Not only they do a lot of damage, and they're armored, but some of them, like for instance Naruto's Rasengan, are plus on block! Some specials, like Luffy's Hawk Gatling, are unblockables, tracking unblockables, which means the only save point from them is jumping, but they're so fast that it's almost impossible to react, especially in the block string. And even if you jump, you're unsafe on landing. My point being that throwing out random specials for some characters is a decent idea, especially if you back it up with switching. And if your opponent is smart, or for example you have a special that is unsafe on block, then you can use the ultimate checkmate of this game, supports. Supports have less than 4-second cooldown, so you can spam them endlessly. If you touch your opponent while support is up, in normal fighting games support goes away. In this one, it interrupts your full combo. If you try to dodge it, then opponent just dashes into you and gets the damage. If you block it, then he's going to meaty guard break you. Or maybe pressure attack you, or maybe grab you. So each 3 seconds, it's a mix-up. Also, whenever your opponent switches, your character keeps attacking the character that does the animation and not the character that he's switched upon, making it a complete mess, even saying it is a complete mess. And you can also switch during the hit stun, for I don't know what reason. And one last main complaint that I have about this game, even though I'm pretty sure there are tons more, is that combo potential is pretty low, which is weird because in Burning Blood and kind of a J-Stars, you had more creative freedom. In this game, whenever you try to go for something flashy, the damage is so miserable that some simple combo that involves mashing square, special, mashing square, special will always do more damage than something that you took time to create. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong and people don't find problems with any of that, but I still believe that this is something that needs to be out there, especially for people that look into criticism for this game. Not that any criticism matters, because Jotaro is in the game.
Yes, 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 yes.